So I'm here with Lukas, CEO of Spaceflow, and we chatted a little bit about tenant engagement today. In your talk, we're here filming for Unisu Connect, which is very exciting. So talk to me about some of the successes that are happening in the tenant engagement space.
Well, from our experience, it's really about that. Since we started like 3 years ago, we could see the massive, I would say, demand from different countries. So even though we started, back in Europe, we could see and we could scale up our platform to more like right now 12 markets.
Fantastic.
And we started as an office platform, mainly for commercial environment, but soon after we got inquiries from residential, co-living, co-working, student housing. So actually, what we found out that the tenant engagement as a whole topic is relevant to all these asset types, not just commercial real estate.
So really people engagement.
Yeah, in buildings, obviously.
Yeah, in buildings.
Always
in
linked with buildings.
Real estate, sure.
But yeah, we've seen that all these landlords and property owners are looking for a solution, a data layer, a digital layer that would help them to curate better experiences, services, and having better relationship with their occupiers.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, and it seems like there's an upward trajectory of adoption of tenant engagement platforms, or we'll call it human engagement at this point. Very cool. What are some of the challenges that you see kind of still in this space?
Well, the challenge is definitely still the adoption of the market.
Okay.
So even though I say it's growing all over all these markets, it desires change in all these companies operating buildings and owning buildings, properties, and that's definitely one of these challenges. You cannot make the impact from day to another one. And a lot of these landlords, they also expect they will just launch a digital platform and an app in their buildings that will help with all these, but the results doesn't occur from in the other day after the launch. So it's a long-term process where also the market needs some time to adapt.
Right, sure.
How we help them is mainly through the community engagement guidance. So we also, apart from the software itself, we try to put some kind of like knowledge how to
some
launch
roadmap,
and guide our clients through this whole change of the market.
So they need it. So it's a whole new kind of aspect of the industry that's appeared in the last kind of few years, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you notice any major differences in different markets, different countries? Any trends that are significantly different, for example, in Europe than the US in terms of adoption?
Well, overall, it's very similar.
Okay.
Honestly, what I can see, in different markets we see different topics. For example, like I mentioned, one of these case studies, what we can see, for example, in Nordics, not specifically related to US market, but a lot of sustainability topics, like that they are pushed through the platform.
Like events that are happening in the different buildings around sustainability topics and things like that?
Even though, like, if you look at what the tenants are, solving, what type of tickets, for example, through the maintenance, portal are they pushing?
I see.
It all relates to a lot of sustainability.
Interesting.
Somewhere, for example, the US and the UK specifically are more focused on the service-oriented approach. The relationship with their tenants, and the way that you really need to communicate and everything.
Right.
While in some European countries, it's more about the tech. The tech in integrations into our platform that makes the building way more smarter.
Sure.
But it's not about the layer about the services and communication, like for example we can see here or in London, UK, for example.
What is one thing you're really excited to see kind of mature in the tenant engagement space in the next few years, or could be like even later this year?
Well, honestly, it's very hard to say. I mean, like I said, the whole market is evolving. There are definitely, there are few players operating this global market. So it's ongoing. It's ongoing process and fun as well, obviously, to work with all these clients. So what I'm looking for specifically in more buildings, more private buildings through the technology. Definitely having more data actually.
You have so much more data, right?
Because we started a few years ago. I mean, we have some
Right.
already, of course, but I really look forward on what we can show to landlords and what data we work with in, let's say, like you said, 12 months or even like years from now, because definitely we'll have more. And that's one of the shifts that we also, we also coming through right now, is that we are also changing our company to mainly focus on data first.
Sure.
And that's the way we try to position also our clients, trying to embrace this mindset.
Yeah, no, it should be kind of front and center priority.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Lukas.
you, Maria. Thank you so
we'll
much.
Talk to you
It's great.
soon.